The Bokashi bucket is a kitchen composting system that allows you to recycle 100% of your food waste, including things like meat and dairy, right inside your home without any really foul odors or any problems with pests and bugs. I like to call it excuse-free composting. At the heart of any decomposition of organic material, there are microbes. The microbes working, releasing enzymes and breaking down that organic material, ultimately turning it into a compost or soil-like material which ultimately feeds the plants. The difference between traditional aerobic composting and Bokashi composting is that Bokashi composting is an anaerobic method, meaning that it does not require oxygen. The microorganisms that we're using in anaerobic fermentation thrive in an environment without oxygen. The microorganisms that we're using can break down pretty much any kind of waste material. So it's not just fruits and veggies anymore. It's meats, which can be cooked or uncooked. It's even bones and dairy products and bread. The idea that you have to separate your food waste in order to compost becomes non-existent when you're using anaerobic fermentation. The Bokashi bucket is a way for individuals to play an active role in solving the food waste problem and actually having a major impact. Food waste is one of the biggest environmental problems that most people don't really know about. As a country, we generate 34 million tons of food waste a year. This according to an EPA study done in 2009. And of that 34 million tons a year, we recycle less than 3%. Paper is the only other waste material that we generate more of, yet we recycle 60% of paper. That leaves us with food waste being the largest category of waste that ends up in our landfill. The question, can food waste be recycled? The answer is yes, and it's ironic because in the natural world, that's what happens to food waste. It's recycled. It's turned into nutrients that feed the soil that ultimately complete this natural cyclical process. And by placing food waste in a landfill, we're actually disrupting that natural process. I believe the answer is in diversion and recycling. Diversion meaning that we divert the food waste away from the landfill, meaning we don't bring it there. And recycling being that we take that food waste and turn that waste product into a resource. The Bokashi bucket helps us turn our waste into two really great finished products. One, we get the liquid fertilizer in the form of the Bokashi tea. And then two, we get the solid compost, which is great to help plants grow well. Each of those things combined together are going to put the nutrition and fertility back into your soil. I believe, through my experience with Bokashi and anaerobic fermentation, that this really is the solution to help solve the problem.